friends, welcome back. So today we are watching Kailasa temple in Ellora caves built with alien technology question mark. So really fantastic video, right?
Yes.
So friends, before watching this, if you're new, hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon to get notified about all the new videos as soon as we upload them. And after watching this video, if you like it, click the like button and share it with your friends and family. So okay friends, let's go ahead and find out, was it built with alien technology?
Hey guys, this is the world famous Kailasa temple at Ellora, and let's look objectively into who could have built this amazing structure. By the end of this video, I hope you will agree with me that our history is completely wrong and that this temple was built by a very advanced civilization. What's so special about this temple? This temple was not constructed by adding stone blocks, but an entire mountain was carved to create this temple. This is the only temple in the whole world where a mountain was cut out from the top to create a structure. In all other temples and caves, even in Ellora and rest of the world, the rock was cut from the front and carved as they went along. The whole world has followed a rock cutting technique called cut-in monolith, while Kailasa temple is the only one that has used the exact opposite technique called cut-out monolith. To see why this rock cutting technique is so different, let's take a look at this pillar that's over 100 feet tall. Notice how small human beings look when compared to this pillar.
Yeah.
Normally, to create such a huge pillar, it would take years of work carving accurately on a huge rock. But this pillar was carved by scooping out all the pieces of mountain around it. You can imagine the amount of rock which has been removed to create this pillar. Historians and archaeologists are confused because of the sheer amount of rock that was removed in this temple. Archaeologists confirm that over 400,000 tons of rock had to be scooped out, which would have taken not years, but centuries of human labor. Historians have no record of such a monstrous task, and they think that this temple was built in less than 18 years. Let's do a simple math and see if historians could be right. I'm going to assume that people worked every day for 18 years and for 12 hours straight with no breaks at all. I'm going to ignore rainy days, festivals, wartime, and assume that people work like robots ceaselessly. I'm also going to ignore the time taken to create intricate carvings and complex engineering design and planning, and just focus on the removal of rock. If 400,000 tons of rock were removed in 18 years, 22,000 tons of rock had to be removed every year. This means that 60 tons of rock was removed every day, which gives us 5 tons of rock removed every hour. I think we can all agree that it's not even possible today to remove 5 tons of rock from a mountain every hour. Not even with these so-called advanced machines we have. So if it's not humanly possible, was it done by humans at all?
Wow.
Was this created with the help of extraterrestrial intelligence? Now, forget about creating such an extraordinary structure. Can human beings at least destroy this temple? In fact, Aurangzeb, a Muslim king, employed 1,000 workers to completely demolish this temple. In 1682, he ordered that the temple be destroyed so that there would be no trace of it. Records show that 1,000 people worked for 3 years and they could only do a very minimal damage. They could break and disfigure a few statues here and there, but they realized it's just not possible to completely destroy this temple. Aurangzeb finally gave up on this impossible task. Note that this attempted destruction is very similar to another mysterious structure called the Menkaure's Pyramid in Egypt. Another Muslim ruler wanted all the pyramids to be destroyed and started his work from the Menkaure's Pyramid. After years of trying, he was only able to make a small dent on the pyramid. He gave up too. Were all these indestructible structures around the world created by extraterrestrials?
He was saying the same thing.
Is that why human beings are not even able to destroy them? In fact, archaeologists agree that Kailasa temple was created before any other temple in the Ellora cave complex. Could this have been built centuries before human beings started carving other temples nearby? Is this why the architecture, the design, and the size is so much better and bigger than other temples? If it was built by humans, it's logical to expect that the rock cutting techniques and design would become better over time. People would gain more experience and knowledge and make better structures in the future.
Exactly.
However, the Kailasa temple is the oldest and the biggest temple carved with engineering perfection. Unlike other temples, the Kailasa is the only temple that's visible from the air. Out of 34 temples, all carved side by side, Kailasa temple stands out and you can see it while flying over it. Is this just a coincidence? Or was it designed for people to see it from the air, like Nazca Lines of Peru? Even on Google Earth, the aerial view of Kailasa temple clearly shows an X mark. This is how it looks from the top, and you can see a circular design that is studded with 4 lines that create this huge X mark. Was this created as a signal for extraterrestrials who can spot the location while flying? Unlike other temples of Ellora, notice how well its rectangular design is oriented with all the 4 directions. Its entrance faces perfectly to the west. Is this another coincidence too? Unlike most other temples of Ellora, this temple has bridges that connect towers, rainwater harvesting systems, drainage systems, hidden underground passages, secret peepholes that can show people walking in, elaborate balconies in different areas, and complex stairways that connect multiple levels. And all of this had to be planned accurately before they started carving the mountain. For example, you cannot carve these 2 structures separately and then decide to build a bridge later. No connecting rocks or external rocks were used at all, and everything was carved perfectly from one mountain. Do you still believe that this was done with chisels, hammers, and
Not
pickaxes
possible.
by people with limited mathematical and architectural knowledge? I hope we can all agree that the Kailasa temple was built by a much advanced civilization, whether it originated in Earth or elsewhere.
So guys, what a coincidence that in the last video, what my husband's thoughts are exactly what was spoken in this video. Because he was talking about maybe there were aliens who came and who made these structures. And now when we are watching this video, this guy is also talking the same thing. So a common man like me is so fascinated and confused and astonished. And you know what? And I'm amazed, like, is this, I mean, this is unbelievable. Imagine if actually there were aliens who made this. Because if I try to logically think, this is not possible to make. You can't make such an immense temple with such intricate carvings in, so many years back. And he's given some really great facts, like, digging up those, how were they able to cut the mountain and dig out all those parts of the mountain that were not needed. How were they able to do that? Then the kind of technology where they're trying to have a bridge between two, so it has to be pre-planned before they actually start with cutting of the mountain and making it. So probably they knew how to make maps and things like that. And they're showing the drainage system and all those advances where you can you've got these peepholes from where you can see who's entering for protection. So amazing, guys. And oh my gosh, imagine if this is an alien technology and aliens did come and build this, left the earth. And as they said, there is an X, and then how nicely they've placed it according to north and west direction. Oh my God, this is just mind blowing. I just can't take it in.
Right, so this is an amazing video, and if anybody searches on the internet about proof of aliens, then you'll come across many such articles. Because long time ago I was trying to dig into, are aliens real or not, and I came through a lot of information of unexplained things where people all said the same thing, that this was so complicated and this structure was created years ago. And if years ago we were able to create these structures, and how come our technology did not go even better? How did we go so low suddenly that now when we look at this we wonder, oh my God, how did they make it? So that means the thought was that there was some other alien race that came, that made these things and went away, and we probably, there's a notion that we call these aliens gods. Now there's also some theory, if you research, people say that Lord Shiva was probably an alien. So there is also a lot of internet chatter about that Lord Shiva was definitely an alien, because there are a lot of things that have been found, a lot of things that he can do that probably aliens could do. So anyway, I mean, the point here was that in front of our eyes we have a structure in which they have dug and created from one single stone, and nobody today knows how this could have been made so many years ago. Even today it is impossible or very difficult to make this. It takes meticulous planning. Somebody used to have detailed maps. How did they make those maps? I mean, there had to be some technology to keep map over map over map with detail. Every part will need a map. Everything, there will be bigger map, smaller map, intricate map, everything, that detail. Where will they put all that? There's not going to be tons and tons of books, right? There has to be some technology that they had where they could keep all that knowledge and they could execute it, that too, as they're saying, in 18 years. So how many people can do that? When you look at the size of the people versus the whole pillar, how many people will you put? So that means there was some other technology that they had. And then of course he also, like a trick, indirectly mentioned that if you look from the top, you see something has been cut out, right? So something has been cut out, there's an X mark over there, and you are seeing, whatever you're seeing, is that like a key or something, like a key where an alien ship comes and lands over there, and maybe alien ship can only land because it's like a key. So alien ship comes and it lands over there and fits and then goes off or something. There's something, there was a purpose behind this. The way it was aligned towards north and west, there's a cutout opening towards the west. So there had to be some purpose, not just for, looking like, okay, there are murtis and stuff like that and there are sculptures. There has to be some purpose behind that, and we don't know what the purpose is. And I think the biggest question with everybody's mind was that if the ancestors or older beings could do so much, where did the knowledge go?
Yeah, we should be better now.
We should be even better now, but we are not. And we can't even do that. So therefore, the two theories, like we said in the other video, were either they were aliens who did this and you went, or we still do not know why did the knowledge end at some point. Why did the knowledge end, and why did everything start over? Not the structures, but the human beings start over with blank. But the more logical theory seems to be that some higher beings came, they created these things for the humankind, which was very primitive at the time. As we are now advancing, we are able to look at these mysteries and wonder what happened. And years from now, when we are technology advanced, maybe we will understand them. Now, there are many theories. One theory is that once you become so advanced, your earth or the planet will not be able to sustain, because it will be so old that everything has a certain life. So the earth will be disintegrated at the time. The aliens will fly off, and we become aliens and we fly off to different planets to see where we can stay, or something like that. So there are many theories on the internet, but I think I like this video. It is good to ask this question, that how come such complicated structure exists. And the other point is, India should be marketing a lot on this. Everywhere they should say, hey, if you want to come through the land of mysteries, that is India. And these are the 20 places which are most mysterious, where you can come, and we will maybe have some tour guide, or as the government is already creating highways between these key places, so that a person can easily go. And even I think Ajanta Ellora is near Aurangabad, where they made an airport long ago just because of this, so that if people can fly to that place and look. So now maybe more, critical network of highways can be made, where people can say, okay, these are the 20 things that you should watch if you want to see the mystic India. And go like that and see all of that, and people will be mesmerized with it. And that's what, people go to see the ruins, of Greek and the Roman ruins. Similarly, people will be motivated to come to the mystic India and say, oh, look at so much mysteries in there, this land. And as we said that, in another video, we had mentioned that if somebody is looking for the proof of reincarnation, then the Europeans who did research said, yes, most of the, proof exists in India, and they don't know why. Why does the proof exist in India so much about reincarnation compared to other places? So great video, and a very mysterious thing to think about.
Yeah, and this reminds me, when I was very young, we went to one of these temples, and I was fascinated by the intricate, how the carvings were done, small, 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 small. And this question did arise in my mind. How were they able to do so many carvings in such a huge temple? And I wanted to ask this to my dad, but I was like, he's going to think I'm dumb. He'll say people did it. They had lots of workers to do it. So I'm wondering, I think I should have asked him and seen what he would have answered, because now looking at this, my question was valid, guys. So if kids are watching this, guys, this is a lesson. If you have questions, don't hesitate, ask them, because one of your questions would be a big question that could, clarify such great mysteries here. So maybe at that point, if I had asked it, my dad would also have thought that this is not possible. Or maybe he would have told me that probably we have this alien idea that aliens did come here. But I never bothered to ask, because I was hesitant. Like, he'll say, of course, people made it, or maybe they had ways to do it, or they were very talented. But anyway, guys, this video was fantastic. And now it puts a stamp. When I listened to my husband the last time, I was like, is it really true or what? But after listening to this guy again, it's like, oh my God. So that is something that every person is asking. So this is a possibility. So guys, we hope you enjoyed this video, because I did. And we'll come back again in another video very soon. Till then, take care and bye-bye.
Oh, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so it notifies you when I put in my new video for you to enjoy. Bye!